MotorWeek is made possible by TireRack.com, RockAuto.com, and State Farm.
There may be frigid temperatures outside, but inside Detroit's Cobo Hall, things couldn't be hotter. That's right, it's that time of year again for you to come along with us to Detroit for a MotorWeek tour of all that's shiny and new at the 2017 North American International Auto Show. Early in the AM of the first press day always kicks off with the announcement of some of the industry's most coveted awards of the new year.
And the winner is the Chevy Bolt EV.
A runaway winner, the Chevrolet Bolt EV is the first all-electric car under $30,000 with over 200 miles of range and room enough for a growing family and all their gear. Kudos to GM for reaching that milestone before anyone else. North American Truck of the Year goes to the Honda Ridgeline. It still may not fit everyone's definition of a real truck, but this second-gen Ridgeline is a lot more truck-like than it was before, and more truck than most personal-use buyers will ever need. And for the first time, a North American Utility Vehicle of the Year was crowned, and it's not an SUV at all, rather the Chrysler Pacifica, America's first minivan reimagined for a new millennium of buyers. As for debuts from the hometown teams, Chevrolet got the ball rolling with an all-new Traverse 3-row crossover. Undoubtedly more brawny and upscale in appearance, looking much more like a Tahoe Suburban than the previous bulbous CUV. It will have first-time Turbo 4 as well as V6 power, along with GM's new 9-speed automatic transmission. Highway MPG jumps from 22 to 25. A much-needed and timely arrival with 2 inches more wheelbase, it's thus overall longer than its kin, the GMC Acadia. With that, Chevy claims cargo space and third-row adult-size legroom will be best in class. Speaking of GMC, they unveiled an all-new Terrain 2-row crossover. While still a platform made of the Chevrolet Equinox, the new Terrain looks totally different inside and out, while being a little tidier in both size and weight. It also gets new turbo engines and the 9-speed automatic, but goes one further with a 1.6-liter turbo diesel option. Its new look is sleeker yet still quite rugged, and there's even a floating rear roof design that everybody seems to want these days. And don't worry, high rollers, a Denali version will be available as well. It's always about the F-150 over at Ford, and for 18 it looks like their aluminized bestseller will be getting a revised face as well as some optional diesel power of its own. An all-new Ford-designed 3-liter Power Stroke V6. Base engine goes from a 3.5-liter V6 gas to a new 3.3-liter. There's a new 2.7-liter EcoBoost V6, and even the 5-liter V8 gets revised. It also sports Ford's new 10-speed automatic transmission. Ford also confirmed a mid-size Ranger pickup will return in 19, followed shortly thereafter by a new Bronco in 20. Both vehicles will be assembled in Michigan. Then, in a surprise twist, after most of the global press went home, Ford announced a refreshed 2018 Mustang with a lower, more aggressive nose, the new 10-speed auto, but without a V6 option. Fiat Chrysler America showed their biggest news at the Consumer Electronics Show earlier in the month, but made sure the Detroit press also got up close and personal with this concept portal. It's a way-out connected vision of what a minivan-ish self-driving EV people mover might look like. On the production front, a few extra touches of darkness are being added to the Ram 1500 with the Rebel Black. While the folks at Jeep announced that a Wagoneer SUV and Wrangler-based pickup are finally on their way. And that surprisingly wraps up our coverage of Big 3 debuts for this year, but European and Asian import brands easily took up the slack, so stay tuned for more from the 2017 North American International Auto Show.